Okay, let's see.
Yeah, you were online for 6 hours yesterday.
Oh, I know, bro. I got in trouble. Becca was mad at me because I didn't watch your
That is
story.
crazy, bro. I looked at that timestamp. I was like, yo, how? How do you do it for 6 hours?
Yeah, she was mad at me. All right. Looks like it's back. I gotta mute the volume on this tag.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that, my peoples. I don't know why it just did that when I left. It was afraid of me. That's what it was. It was afraid of me. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna wait for you guys to get back in here. Excuse me. Huh. Bro was 6 hours getting. Bro was 6 hours getting cooked. Not gonna lie. What you mean, bro? What you mean by that? Hey, what's good, Kariba? What's good, red hair? Make sure to join. Make sure to like the video. Subscribe to the channel. I'm your host, Ab-Stract, and this is the Ab-Stract section. We're back. I'm not sure why that happened. What's good, Shinigami? How you doing, bro? I'm not sure why that just cut off. I was probably getting reported by the One Piece and Naruto fans. I know who you are. Playing TF2. TF2. What is TF2? TF2. TF2. I don't know what TF2 is. I'm not sure what that is. Let's look at these Aranero stands. Like, here's the thing. Here's the thing, bro. Like, defeat happened. Right? You can either be mad at it or accept it and move on, but it happened. I don't know what to tell you. W content, man. Hey, man, I appreciate that, Roy. I appreciate that, bro. Nobody's in out of your stand. We just have reading comprehension. Yeah, pretty much. Like, we can't be mad that it did happen. It did happen. You might not like it that it happened, but it did happen. I'm mad. I really wanted to read the rest of those comments, though. I'm really mad it cut off as I went to go get food. Team Fortress 2. Never heard of it. Is it a mobile game? Sounds fun. Do you think the Tosca Blade would even work on Bleach characters? It has infinite AP within the Narutoverse because nobody has soul defense. But on Bleach, everyone has soul defense by default. So yeah, how we scale things is you scale to your best showing. But that gets convoluted because in Naruto, you don't need to scale to the people you don't in Naruto, I gotta stop saying that. In Naruto, in order to hurt people, you don't have to match their energy. And their energy system doesn't scale to their physicals. Right? So the Totsuka blade is in a weird spot. Because it was able to seal Nagato and Orochimaru. But those are two characters that regular Jonin could injure if given the chance or opportunity. So when it comes to it, yes, it's almost a infinite AP no limits fallacy within that world, but it doesn't have any scaling cross verse for the Bleach Bro. It's like it's really hard. I would want to say it would work, but like there's nothing suggesting that it would. And with it being an actual spirit weapon, that actually might be less in Itachi's favor than you might initially think. Because now you're playing on our side of the court. You're playing on our side of the court, where we're dealing, everything is spiritual here. So Byakuya would be able to touch the Tosca blade, parry it, block it, etc., etc., etc. But like I don't know if like we don't know the potency of its sealing. That's what we would have to figure out. But there's no really way to figure out the potency of the Tosca blade sealing in the first place. Like I said, it's been able to work on everyone it's hit because, as you said, they don't have any soul defense, so they're going to be hurt regardless. The feat didn't happen. It's the equivalent of vampires moving when the blinds open. What do you mean it didn't happen? You know what? Let's go look at it real quick. Let's do that. Let's look at Adigneto. Let's look at that feat. How do I do this again? Take video capture. Put it down here. Oh no, you take Mac OS. Put it down here. Cool. So you guys should still be able to see me. And while we're waiting, oh, you know what I'll do? We'll do this. Turn on desktop audio and we'll have the Mac OS screen audio. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull up this Adigneto panel real quick so we can take a look at it. Not sure why it's cutting up like that. CKE. Who the hell are you talking to? $296. So we gotta go back. Hey, real quick, can you guys see my screen? Can you hear the music? And why is it cutting up like that for me? 289. $266, not $296. Thank you, bro. We was gonna get there, but I appreciate it. No music. We ain't fucking with the music. Fine. Let me stop. Oh wait, are you saying you can't hear any music or turn off the music? Okay, you can hear the music. He doesn't want the music. Okay. Thank you, Karibo. All right. Coolio. Okay. Here we go. Adigneto. All right, let's catch up real quick before we start. Didn't Kubo confirm that if Gin hit Askin with the poison, Askin would just die if he didn't previously acquire immunity to Gin's Ryatsu? That is correct, but I don't believe the fight would go like that. I believe Gin would hurt Askin without being in Bangai, so he wouldn't be using his poison at that time, and then Askin would actually gain access to Gin's immunity, because you can exchange spiritual pressures even when you're damaging people. It happens all the time in the show. Yeah, but is the blade a blade like light is light? Are you talking about for Totsuka Blade? Or Mugetsu? I'm only talking about the manga Adenyeru moment. Wouldn't the Totsuka Blade just be a really big stick in the Bleach universe? Would it be a really big stick? You know what? Yes, because Itachi would have to scale to their level of Reiatsu in order to hurt them. And the easiest way to do that is to scale off of Itachi's AP. So unless Itachi has, and depending on where we're starting in the series, right? Because I'll be honest, I don't think Itachi has a better feat than Eterard from fighting Ikkaku. I don't think he has a better feat than that. From where he made that big crater. Yeah. The Totsuka Blade as a spirit weapon would be weak in Bleach and Yu Yu Hakusho. Why? A spiritual weapon versus a verse where everyone has offensive and defensive powers to that. Yeah, no, that's not incorrect. That's a true statement. That's a true statement. And it's not even that the weapon is weak. It's just how their power system works. I always say this. The Naruto verse, when fighting Bleach, they will always be coming in at a deficit because they use half spiritual energy and half physical energy. You're already losing if 50% of your energy is composed of something else. When we're all over here dealing with 100% spiritual power, and then that's how you have to hurt us too. Not looking too good. The Adenyeru feat. Oh yeah, thank you. Look at the moment. Nothing to calc or interpret. Just the biggest leap of the imagination to accept that as a light speed feat. I got these feet. I got these feet chapters memorized. Facts. We can't hear the music. I've turned the music off now. You smell like peanut butter. Hey, that's Tanti. Peanut butter and chips. I know who you are. So typical in character fight. Ikkaku slings Itachi confirmed. Yeah, kind of. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie about that. Itachi. No. Alright. Lift your blade, Rukia. Sodenos Shirayuki. So our man Adenyeru's giving Rukia the works, but she can keep up, you know? She's processing, she can dodge, she can deflect, she can block. And they're both in Shikai. Kain would have actually been a really good character if he stayed alive. I think he might have the only water Zanpakuto. Him and Haribel would have been a cool fight, kind of. That unorthodox style, the way he holds his weapon and spins it, that dance-like technique, and the way he slams his enemy with a blast of spirit energy. So, in case, never mind, I'll save that, and slashes with his spear. Those are Kain's moves. My heart may not want to believe it, but my eyes and my body know the truth. So Rukia gets her sword knocked out of her hand. Hado 33, so Katsui. And he cleanly dodges that. Very nice from Adenyeru. So she blasts the hole outside. Oh, wait. Yeah. She blasts the hole outside. It's starting to fall. Adenyeru notices it starting to fall. And he moves. What? Why is he running? So, the question... Well, not even the question. Let me see. So take Nagato, Itachi, Kakuzu, Sasori, and Deidara and throw them into the Dark Tournament as a team. What round they get into? You know what, bro? Oh my god, I really wish that I had like because I watched Yu Yu Hakusho, but I'm not nearly as versed in it or uh up to speed in it as Naruto or Bleach or even One Piece. I know more about One Piece than that. But yeah, in this panel, he does clearly see, right? And then he's gone. And we know the ability has to hit him before the ability has to hit him. I'm sorry, the light has to hit him or else he'll transform. So yeah. Yep, there's the light, there's the shadows. He was gone before this. Come with me, that's right. What he said didn't make sense at the time. He's not kind. Eisen rules everywhere. Eisen rules everywhere that light shines. His words are all lies, but if that's so, why did he remove his mask after he invited me into the palace? Can't believe anything he says, but I've never been fond of sunlight. It's worth trying. Bakudo 4. Hanawaya. So she hits him with Rikyojo Kodo, does Soren Sokatsui, blasts him, and yeah, so like as the light touches him, we literally see he immediately starts to disintegrate, or his form starts to disintegrate, revealing Aden Yeto. But if the light from here touched him and he was still here, if he was too slow, this would have started happening. And we see it immediately after it's blown through. Because panels show time, right? So she breaks it down. He screams. And he screams some more as the light is revealing his true colors. Tosuka Blade is literally confirmed to bypass spiritual defenses. All right, a Karibo, is that a original source material statement or is that a data book statement? Where did you get that it bypasses spiritual defenses? Where did you hear that? And what spiritual defenses do they have in Naruto exactly? What spiritual defenses? I would love to know. And Bleach characters can interact with objects that are intangible to people who can't, to people who can interact with souls. That's another fact too. Bleach characters have every type of interaction there is by the basis of them being spirits for the most part. He literally sees and reacts to the light. This is true. Hey, Tanti, you're a nerd. You can stop. Leave my live. Hey, everyone, y'all see Wilbatrice Bodu in there? Put a pistol upside her head. Drop some pistols in the chat for Wilbatrice Bodu. He dodged fake light like I dodged fake Gucci. Yeah, red hair, you gotta like when you say fake light, just because it's not coming from the sun doesn't mean it doesn't have photons. What even is this fake light argument? Yeah, no. Red hair is saying that it's not real light that he dodged. But I'm saying it's still photons, though. Is it not still photons? Tell me if I'm wrong, red hair. Is it not still photons? He only starts reverting back to his normal form because he's in light continuously. But he starts peeling right here. He starts peeling right here. I can give you this being continuously, but as soon as the light touches and he looks at it, he starts peeling. Right here, bro. He starts peeling. And then his true form is revealed. But as far as this first one, she blasts a hole in the wall. And unless your argument is like the light didn't come through at this point, which would be impossible because we know when there's an entryway for light, it's going to fill anywhere that it can be. That you can't be saying that if you're not. If you, I mean, like, you'd have to argue that. But like, other than that, then no. He got out the way before the light was able to touch him. Yeah. All right. I'm just going to ignore you because you got kindergarten reading comprehension. Hey, nah, man. Hey, we don't got to do that, right? It's not necessarily about kindergarten comprehension. It's that red hair. This is an instance where red hair is requiring more evidence. He wants it to be stronger, and he doesn't believe this is enough evidence for Lightspeed Bleach. And that's totally fine. You don't have to, right? Just like how Sage yesterday was going off about Kizuru's light beams being mass or having mass, and therefore they're not FTL. Same thing, bro. You don't gotta, it's whatever you want. The description give when Itachi uses the blade. Okay, cool. Let's go to Itachi versus the Susuke. I think I had that pulled up. Did I have that pulled up? No, that's Sally Schneider. Is Tanti still in my live? Tell her to get out of here. Let me stop. I need the views. Right. No, not this one. Not this one. Is it this one? No, not this one. Oh God, they gotta chill with showing that stuff on my screen, bro. Alright. So it should be Itachi and Sasuke reconnaissance. We're going to the Totsuka Blade stuff. Give me a second. Susanoo. Yeah. All right, so chapter 392. I forgot to close my door. 392. Enter. Don't be too loud. Can't wake up everybody. All right. So, Totsuka Blade, Itachi. Yeah, gotta love him. So, Susanoo, the one other jutsu that took root in my eyes. Once both the Tsukuyomi and the Amaterasu were awakened. Sasuke, is that it for your jutsu? If you've got anything else hidden up your sleeve, now's your last chance to play it. For here it comes for real. The skies are clearing. Seems like lightning jutsu is a one-time only trick. Susanoo is taking form. Zetsu doesn't even know about the Susanoo. Or is that like the fake Toby? Even in the anime, he moves after the light. His transformation isn't compromised because it's not long enough. Yeah, but the animation isn't the manga te, and the manga is the original source material, which we would go off and use. No, it's not photons. It's spiritual energy. How come Foxy Nero isn't considered Lightspeed then? I didn't say Foxy wasn't. I don't scale One Piece yet, bro. You gotta let me get into One Piece and then I can do it. You gotta talk to Sage. Go into Sage and ask him why Foxy is in One Piece. I'm not the one who said it. Red hair into nothing. The light just wasn't on Aranero. There's no way to directly compare his speed to that of light. Listen, if I were to punch a hole through that window and imagine it was daytime out, light would come in immediately. Rukia did the same thing and Aranero was gone before the light hit his skin. I'd also like to point out in Can't Feel Your Own World, it is stated that Bringer Light works via manipulating the souls of photons, so the Fullbringers who are much weaker than lieutenants are casually light speed. Manipulating the souls of photons to move. I gotta Can't Feel Your Own World. Yeah, I gotta see that. Stop. I'm here to support. I'm loving the info. Thank you, Tanti. I appreciate that, love. Love you back. It's all good, Ab-Stract. This was what I meant by debates being corny yesterday. It results to insults when there's no need to be. It's just a fun debate. No need for the extra shit. You know, that's a fact, bro. Like, I just want to say, keep it peaceful at the end of the day. Talk your shit if you want to. Because I'm going to talk shit on every verse that isn't Bleach anyway. Because I like to have fun with this stuff. I like to throw shots and stuff like that. But it's all, you know, it's not serious at the end of the day. It's just anime. So, yeah. Right now on the battle IQ topic between the big three, come to the conclusion Naruto kind of overrated. But now we talking about if light has its properties. Right now on the battle IQ topic between the big three, came to the conclusion Naruto kind of overrated. Yeah, Naruto is extremely overrated for battle IQ. And if you guys haven't seen my video talking about Naruto's battle IQ, you should go watch that. Let's delve into it real quick. First off, Naruto isn't a smart person. That's the biggest thing. Naruto isn't a smart person. Number two, Naruto gets all of his information from secondary sources. Think about it. Think about that. What are Naruto's big battle IQ plays? The pain stuff, but he got all of his pain information from who? Ma, Pa, and the slug. I'm not going to say Naruto can't formulate a plan, a strategy, and execute it. He's brilliant at that stuff. But as far as breaking down, assessing, and, you know, assessing, and analyzing a person and their moveset and move toolkit and all that stuff, nah, he's not one of them guys. What else? Who else has Naruto fought? Battle IQ. Battle IQ. I just got at the girls. Who else has Naruto fought? Where he's needed to use battle IQ. The Sasuke and Zabuza thing with him, that was a team effort, so I can't really count that. It's not really him. Kaguya fought together. Can't really use it. Like, yeah, no, I don't. Naruto doesn't really have good battle IQ in my opinion. Speed and strength are different. Let me go up. It's all good. Okay, yeah. Speed and strength are different stats. In Bleach, all physical stats are determined by Reiatsu. Facts. If you're stronger, you're innately faster. This is true. Who is faster? Yoruichi or Kenpachi? Kenpachi. If he wants to be faster, he's going to be faster. If Kenpachi wants to be faster, he'll be faster. Not true. Shunpo requires skill. So, that's a good point. That's a good point. When we're talking about skill, when we're talking about techniques, that plays a part in these things, right? So, Zamari claiming to have the fastest Sonido isn't the same thing as I am the fastest Espada, because Sonido is a technique for high speed skill, right? If I learned a technique to make myself faster than Usain Bolt, that's not me being naturally faster than Usain Bolt. That's me having an edge over Usain Bolt with a technique. So you gotta factor that into account too. Not true. Shunpo requires skill. Kenpachi ain't faster than Soifun. See, but that's when you got to separate the technique from the actual stats and the actual thing. When we talk about techniques, yeah, Soifun might be faster. But even that, I don't even believe that, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. Because Unleashed Kenpachi was able to dance with Unohana. Soifun could never. Depends. In terms of raw physical speed, Kenpachi is faster. Facts. But Yoruichi is much better at Shunpo. Facts. And when using Shunpo, she is faster than Kenpachi using Shunpo. See, you see how we Bleach guys are consistent and we know what the hell we're talking about? You see how I didn't even read that, but I already knew to say that? You see how I didn't have to say that and he already knew to say that? Boy, gotta love being consistent. What's good, Lightspeed? How you doing, bro? The rocks were still falling, so there's still plenty of shadow. Alright, Karibo though, bro. We're not gonna sit here and act like when you do something like that, the light's already not coming through. He had to be fast enough to move out of line of sight of the light. Excuse me. Rocks were falling, even if they were. The light would enter. Thank you, Shinigami. Hey, yo, real quick, y'all. My boy A Train Production is in here. Real quick, we're gonna do something special for my boy A Train. He's a nice guy. Let's go here. Oh no, why did I do that? Oh no, don't do. Why did I do that? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. All right, I guess we gotta sign in. You guys keep talking amongst yourselves. I'll take care of this stupid thing real quick. Shout out to Aaron. It's just I also saw someone say Naruto stronger than Naruto L from Death Note in strategy. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me, Shinigami. I don't believe someone said that. Tell me you're trolling. Tell me that's a lie. Please tell me that's a lie. Please tell me that's a lie. Naruto better than L from Death Note. You gotta be kidding me. All right. Oh, that's right. I turned down the volume. All right, y'all keep talking while we play this song, and we're gonna get back to this Itachi thing, Karibo. I haven't forgotten. We're gonna get back to this Itachi thing. I can lend you power. Don't you need me, dear Sasuke? I thought you wanted to take revenge on Itachi. Now release me. Release my power so you can fulfill your dream. And then Orochimaru comes out of a young boy. Oh gosh. So you have like 3 people in here. Y'all better your story straight. Hussein. It's not Hussein. It's not Hussein. I thought it was Hussein. Tati, my fault. Judging by the feel of it, this is Orochimaru's art of the 8-headed serpent. It's because Sasuke tried to squeeze out more chakra. It's because Sasuke tries to squeeze power out despite having no more chakra. Orochimaru's chakra that he'd absorbed and suppressed has shoved its way to the surface. Finally, it emerges. Gross fellow as always, regurgitating things, slithering about like the snake he is. This is it. This is what I've been waiting for. Thanks to you, Sasuke's repressing chakra is gone. Now I can take over the child's body and stab. See, it's weird though that the Tosca blade, being a spiritual weapon, does this type of physical damage. It's not really weird, but it's just like, okay, cool. Well, Sasuke, what's next? You think such a puny attack can take the likes of me down? This sword is it, the Tosca blade. Itachi, you had it. No wonder no one's been able to locate it. No wonder no one's been able to locate it. I got you. Hold up. Let me get this thing on first. It's a spirit blade that has no physical form. The Tosca blade, also known as the Sakagari blade, is a sword of sealing. It is said to trap and seal away those it pierces and again shoots the world of drunken stupor for all time. The blade itself is imbued with sealing jutsu and is variant of the Kusanagi blade. I'm not seeing it, Karibo. Not seeing it. Mm. Shout out to the A-Train Productions. All right, let's catch up. I mean, it might show Naruto has no self-control. I mean, he did it to prove a point to Sasuke. What battle IQ does Ichigo has? I've only seen him use Getsuga to cloak his blade against Uchiha. Outside of that, he has nothing, just Shunpo and Yell. Yeah, no, red hair. Well, battle IQ... Ichigo's battle IQ is actually very crazy. And I want to make a video on it. I could talk about it tonight, but I'd rather make a video on it. Ichigo's battle IQ is very crazy. I'll probably make a video on it, actually. Ichigo doesn't need battle IQ because he fights using instinct. That's also true. Well, he doesn't not need it, but he does fight using instinct. There's an entire S-tier anime speech from Zanze Kuns about instinct. That's true. Is that supposed to mean something still? A hole was created and light would already enter. That's true. You have like 3 people in your better story straight. I'm gonna check the DMs. Shinigami, I got you, bro. Did the light pass through? Yada yada yada. Y'all going, man. He covers more areas for battle IQ than Naruto. He has better adaptation in general. That's a fact. He has better overall deductive ability. Also true. Better resource management. Better EQ for real. Better FRI, WMI. I don't know those things. Oh, and spatial awareness. Yes, the light would already answer. Yo, Ab-Stract, what are your opinions on the Part 1 data book stack chart saying Part 1 Sasuke is faster than Hiruzen and Choji having the same stamina as Orochimaru? The Part 1 data books say that? Let me get this straight. The Part 1 data books say Sasuke is faster than Hiruzen and that Choji has stamina comparable to Orochimaru, and Naruto fans take the data book seriously? Enough said. If they say that, enough said. You're saying it. So how's Ichigo the most with battle IQ? Naruto has better battle IQ than Ichigo. Naruto tricked Kiba with his clones and many others, even transformation jutsu as well. Ichigo is just cool speed. Yeah, nah, red hair, bro. When I want to talk about it tonight. I really want to do a video on it though too. But I have so many things in the work that it might take a while before I actually get to that video. But when we can talk about it. When Ichigo is training, oh my god, hold up. I'm actually having hunger pains. I haven't eaten all day. I gotta eat some food. Alright, so here's what we'll do. I'll put on a video that we can watch, but I have to eat because I haven't eaten all day. We'll do it like this, actually. Money, you. All right, we're gonna put me to the top. Actually, we're gonna hide me for now. Yeah, we'll hide me for now. And we'll turn up the desktop audio to here. macOS down. Here. Of course, hey, you already know, bro. Ichigo predicted his strikes and whatever one if Renji didn't have a higher stat. That's true. Oh my gosh, yeah. Wait till I do the video on this. The data books don't say that. I hope they don't, Karibo. Because that would be pretty bad if they said that. Alright. Actually, before that. Fluid reasoning intelligence. It's your ability to problem solve. Oh, shit.
When you shop in the Star Market app, you can count on us to choose fresh produce,
All right, guys, I gotta eat something.
even if you can't count on Mom to eat her.
Or else I'm gonna pass out. But we can watch this video while we're doing that.
As most of us have older siblings in real life, it's fairly easy to connect to the stoic older brother characters within a narrative as we respect and idolize them. Hailing from the Naruto series, Itachi Uchiha is one of the first that comes to mind of these types of characters, as his troubled relationship with his younger brother Sasuke is one of the most emotionally gripping narratives.
I'm gonna mute up and then I'll
and
talk
makes him a
as we're
memorable
going.
fan favorite within the Naruto community. Another one of these characters that comes to mind is Bleach's Byakuya Kuchiki, the young head of the noble Kuchiki clan, one of the Soul Society's highly regarded noble families. And although Byakuya is put into such a high position as a noble head as well as a member of the Gote 13, he's still conflicted and torn between the Soul Society's laws that a Shinigami must follow until their death and protecting his adopted younger sister Rukia. When I started to read Bleach and I got to the Soul Society arc, I couldn't help but immediately draw parallels between the two. And then from there I thought, who would
Actually, you know what? I might actually have to be on camera or else I might get copy striked. So you guys have the privilege of watching me eat. Just don't judge me. Actually, I'm just going to the corner or something. Move to top. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I gotta eat. I'm starving. I haven't eaten shit all day. And it's physically affecting me. Come on, where's browse? Is the volume good? Can you guys hear?
win? This seems to be a pretty hard matchup to nail down when looking around on forums or asking people who are open-minded and know what they're talking about. For the purposes of this discussion, I will be using fake Karakura Town Byakuya or Byakuya during the Iranka arc when he should be stronger after his fight with Bankai Ichigo. And I'll be using Itachi in his alive state before he gets revived by Kabuto's Ero Tensei. These are the most popular versions of the characters I'd say, since the Thousand Year Blood War is only just being animated this year, and the Iranka arc is Bleach's most popular, arguably. I'll be going over their physical stats like their strength and speed fairly briefly, and from there we can talk more so about their abilities and how an actual fight between the two would play out. Going over speed first, as this is the most dangerous territory in the video more than likely to start a heated debate, assistant captains or lieutenant level Shinigami are shown to be able to react to and dodge the Negation beam that the captain commander of the Gote 13 refers to as light with ease. The Negation is used to rescue hollows that may be in danger to return them to Hueco Mundo. Being as conservative as possible and fair, we'll say that dodging the Negation would make you relativistic. But even if it's only relativistic, a weaker Soul Society Ichigo is able to fight and beat two lieutenants or lieutenant level Shinigami, that being Ikkaku and Renji. From there, Renji goes on to fight Byakuya himself, and Byakuya makes a complete joke of his Bankai. Byakuya then fights an Ichigo who should be stronger than he was fighting Renji after learning Zangetsu's name, and Byakuya is able to overwhelm and nearly blitz him with his Bankai, as well as the two being seemingly relative while both in their Shikai states. Ichigo then goes into his Bankai and is able to completely overwhelm Byakuya, and Byakuya only starts reacting to or pressuring Ichigo once he gets fatigued, as Byakuya himself states that he did not increase his speed, and Ichigo also thinks that he got slower over the course of their fight. In the Iranka arc directly after, Ichigo uses his Bankai against Grimmjow, and not only is base Grimmjow able to react to him casually, but he also says Ichigo's Bankai is only average speed, and says that his own release mode, or Resurrection, is even more impressive than this. Byakuya then later on fights Zomari, who claims to be the fastest Espada, or have the fastest Sonido, and is able to casually react to him as well as his eye ability, blocking it with his Kido and then blitzing an angry Zomari entirely as he kills him. Adeniro is another Espada who is weak to light, and is seen dodging light peering into the room he fights Rukia in once she breaks open a wall. Later, Rukia has to use a movement restricting Kido in order to let the light touch him. Byakuya then goes on to fight the strongest Espada, Yami, and is able to react to him in his anger amp state fairly casually, showing that he must have improved since his fight with Ichigo. Dodging the Negation should make anyone at least lieutenant level relativistic. Then Shikai Ichigo in the Soul Society arc is shown to react to and basically blitz 3 lieutenants, one of which being the right hand of the captain commander. He and Byakuya are shown to be relative in their Shikai states. This would make Byakuya in the Soul Society arc faster than light in his Shikai, and 5 through 10 times faster than light using the Bankai multiplier given to us by Yoruichi when telling Ichigo about the potential of Bankai. He then gets some unquantifiably faster in the Arrancar arc. I'll be conservative again and say he should be at least 2 times faster than he was in the Soul Society arc. I could do some massive calc stacking using the release multipliers of the Espada he fights, as Urahara states that Espada's release states are comparable to the power of a Soul Reaper's Bankai, but again, I'm trying to be as conservative, fair, and realistic with the characters as possible. Byakuya in the Soul Society arc should be anywhere from 10 through 20 times faster than light and relativistic with moderate ease.
Your digital landscape changes fast. Yeah, transformation drives growth, efficiency, and
Itachi's speed is much easier to pinpoint in comparison. Kakashi, when he's much younger and while fatigued, is able to cut a lightning bolt with his Chidori, and only gets faster as he gets older. Itachi is able to blitz this older Kakashi multiple times. Members of the Anbu are stated to have light speed attacks in the data books, and both Itachi and Kakashi served as members of the Anbu Black Ops and were highly regarded within their ranks at young ages. Several other Jonin and reasonably Jonin level characters also have light speed attacks that Kakashi should be able to blitz, as he is the strongest Jonin from the strongest village. The Raikage is also stated to move at relativistic to light speeds when using his lariat, and Itachi's partner Kisame is able to perceive this and imply that he'd be able to react to the Raikage if it were a regular one-on-one. EMS Sasuke as well as Edo Itachi are able to perceive and react to Sage Kabuto shooting a dragon that the data book as well as Itachi himself describes as light. And yes, I'm using a live Itachi, but he should scale to this EMS Sasuke in speed, as the data book only claims that EMS Sasuke surpassed Itachi in ninjutsu and technique. Kakashi also reacts with the water wall to Itachi's water bullets that are stated to move at light speed in the data book. Although not all of these are entirely concrete and can be debated on, these repeated statements from both characters and data books convey that relativistic to light speed to faster than light speeds are pretty consistent throughout Naruto and its narrative. And what makes Itachi even more impressive is that he scales above and performs these feats while he's holding back, as it is his character to do so. Kakashi directly states that although Itachi has already overwhelmed he, Asuma, and Kurenai, he is still capable of far more, and question.
Alright, not gonna lie, I'm not really feeling this video. Don't know if you guys are feeling it. I'm pretty sure you guys are still talking about the conversation you're having, so let me join in on that. Sounds like we're still talking about battle IQ for Naruto. So let's do this. Let me read the last couple things. Yes, we're going to go over the thing you sent me in Discord, Shinigami. I got you. Impressing someone with battle IQ isn't a battle IQ feat, lol. That's like me impressing a girl. Doesn't mean I'm a player all of a sudden. Doesn't it, though? He did it by chance, not battle IQ. He consistently ripped ass. He ripped ass. The second key was going for a sneak attack. Compare that to when Ichigo used multiple red herrings against Uryu and caught him off guard. Uryu was actually a genius compared to Kiba. So it doesn't count because he used his toolkit to deal with the situation. Is it because he's not cool enough? He was capable of reading Xyloporos' personality once he met him, then created a strategy alongside Renji to make his technique work. Uryu is extremely good at battle IQ. So is Toshido. So is Ichigo has good instincts, battle IQ, and adaptability. But alright. What was I going to watch? We were going to put on something. Oh yeah, Shinigami's video. Let's do that. What was the name of it though? Uzumaki Naruto versus L. Okay, cool. Guess I gotta type in the full thing. It's not really coming up. Uzumaki Naruto versus El Laliat. God damn it. Gotta type in the whole thing. Is this a short? Karibo, did you send me a short, bro? Oh, it is a short. That's why. Okay, so you sent me a short. Okay, let's see if we can find it. Actually, I don't know if I want to watch that if it's a short. It's not even a real video, but... Okay, that's like, no. I mean, it's just wrong. It's just like, if it's not like an actual video, it's like, that's just someone's. He didn't have the, what's it called? If he didn't have the like, at least the honor and dignity to make that an actual video, I really don't. It's not that important. Not gonna lie, only reason Naruto outsmarted Kiba was because Kiba was such a hater. He massively underestimated Naruto to the point he didn't even think homie could pull off basic strategies. He said, damn, Bleach Squad is deep today. Itachi can't even survive the common cold. Mayuri. Hey, yo, Mayuri has Izanagi in a bottle. What are we talking about? I'm sorry, he has Izanami in a bottle. Hey, red hair, real quick though, bro. Why are we talking about this? Red hair, I want you to give me Naruto's best battle IQ moments. Give me Naruto's best battle IQ moments from your purview. What do you think his best battle IQ feats are? And we can go over all of them. We can talk about every feat that you have. Write out as long as the characters will allow you to write out. Ichigo never tricked Renji, and Renji is literally an idiot, lol. Renji's not an idiot. Renji himself doesn't have the best battle IQ feats either, but he's not an idiot. And Renji is absolutely still smarter than Kiba. Can we laugh at one of those goofy Captain versus Stern Ritter power videos because power levels are corny? Can we laugh at one of those goofy Captain versus... Do you see that up here? Or are you talking about a video? Oh, let me see. Not gonna lie, if I want to do it, will be. Naruto fans one light uses definite to make his strategy work. Wow, that's a fraud. The thing is, Red Hair is more of a Bleach. Red Hair is more of a One Piece fan. He's not even a Naruto fan. I think he's just defending Naruto right now. There's a bunch of power level channels that make up power levels. Give me the name of one. We can watch one. I'm not really seeing any. Do I have to type in power levels? Oh. Okay. I see. All right. SP Senpai ODS. This was a year ago. This was let's see, I guess.
Brainstorming is my superpower, not organization. So Canva Whiteboards gets all my ideas sorted with one simple click. Sorted.
In this video, I'll be comparing every Gory 13 captain, starting with weak ones like Izane or Kensei, up to the monsters like Kenpachi, Yamamoto and Aizen against the strongest Quincy army known as the Screen Eaters. So, let's get started.
I've never seen a power levels video, so this is just weird off the bat. Is this indicating spiritual pressure? Is this indicating Reruku, spiritual power? Is this indicating AP? Nothing's defined here. I don't know what I'm looking at. See, this doesn't make too much sense to me. Jerome is feetless. He died to Kenpachi, but Lisa at least has feats of fighting Haribel. So I'm not sure how Jerome would be stronger than Lisa based on this. I believe it's based off of Raw Reiatsu. So, like, the fact that we're still talking about Naruto's feat versus Kiba, of all people, does he not have anything better than that? I'm waiting for the good stuff. Hey, red hair, tell me about Naruto's good battle IQ feats that you think he has. Then we can talk about that stuff. Oh, bro, still on Kiba. He really hates Naruto due to the fans. Okay, so yeah, I mean, if we can get off Kiba, if we're still talking about the Naruto's battle IQ, we can get off Kiba. We can talk about something else. Dude has love below Jerome? That don't even make sense. My friend Vonky puts Naruto at multiversal and puts Bleach planet level. So if you come across him, please don't go too hard on him, please. Vonky. Well, it's fine that he scales that way. That's absolutely fine. I'm not going to disrespect him or anything. It's his opinion. If he has him there, that's fine. That's cool. I don't know how he's getting him there, but hey, he has him there, so that's cool. It's fine. Live life. Do your thing, man. Have Naruto at Universal. Doesn't make much sense to me, but hey, why not? Universal Naruto. Naruto. So this is all Kaguya's. This is all Kaguya's fault. That wasn't Naruto. Kakashi told him that. I'll give you a good IQ. I'll give you a good battle IQ feat. Naruto realizing, wait, my shadow clones let me train faster. Oh my gosh. How do you not figure that out when you make shadow clones? Like, all the time he had shadow clones, he never realized the information that he got. He never realized that after all the shadow clones he's used. He never knew that. First, Naruto got information from others, specifically the 8 Tails, on what happened between him and Third. Oh yeah, let's talk about that. Because I had this conversation months ago about Naruto's battle IQ. Let's watch the video. Let's watch the video. Let's watch my content. Because we're going to go over Naruto's bad IQ. Yes, we are. Let's do it. Yeah, we're going to go over Naruto's bad IQ.
But like I said, if we're comparing the two characters, I think it's
All right, guys, real quick. All right, listen, guys, real quick. Let's stop arguing in the comments for now. Give this video about 15 minutes. Stop all arguments real quick. Give this 15 minutes, and then we can presume this Naruto battle IQ thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing?
Let's go.
Now, this conversation is between me and Kid Kinsey. Don't know if you guys know him. Check out his channel if you haven't, though. Me and Kid Kinsey. Don't know if you guys know him. Check out his channel if you haven't,
How you
though.
liking that Elden Ring? How was your day, bro?
It's good. It's just some DLC stuff. That's about it.
Gotcha. That's what's up. All right, so yeah, talk to me about this Naruto guy, man. Cause well, let me just say, cause like at first when I was thinking about it, like, you know what? I mean, Naruto does have good plays, but then when I was like going over it in my mind, I'm like, well, I don't know, cause he got the assistants, and that's what we were kind of talking about in the comments. You know, we got the lava guy, we got Katsuyu, Ma and Pa, and then just the interference in general. We got Nine Tails influence and all this other stuff. So is it his own power? Does he have good BIQ? Like, what's up with that?
So, we're stopping here to analyze my premise. My premise is that Naruto doesn't come up with the things that Naruto ends up like figuring out all come from other people. So when he figured out how to injure the third, when he figured out how to injure the third Raikage, it was because of Eight Tails. When he figured out how to beat Pain, or when he was fighting Pain, he got all the information from Ma, Pa, the slug. Even with Kakuzu, he got saved. You know what I mean?
All right, so here's how I see it. Like, I'm gonna attack the Pain one first.
Let's talk about Pain.
Now with Pain, when he threw the Razor Shuriken or something, and then like the Praetor Path absorbed it. I think all Shorty said was, "Yo, that's the Pain that absorbs his energy, and the one in the back can revive the dead." But what he did from there on out, that was all on him. Like him throwing the smoke bombs down, then he threw the first Razor Shuriken to bait the Praetor Path into absorbing it. Then he threw another one, so like the Pain's almighty push, so that 5-second timer will go down. Then like wow.
All right. Man, you're an awesome power scaler. You respect other people and don't bash others' opinions. Thank God. Hey, bro, it's all because there's no reason to do any of that stuff, to be honest. We can have a peaceful discussion of where you have your character versus where I have them. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, there's no need to bash anyone over where they have a character. But yeah. Naruto has a bunch of good battle IQ stuff across the war arc, enduring his battle with Pain. Problem is, they always show his stark comparative lack of deductive and information gathering skills. Hey, a mid grid, bro, you literally just hit it on the nose. When we're talking about battle IQ, a huge part is deductive reasoning. A huge part is assessing and figuring out the person you're fighting ability and how it works and interacts and stuff. Naruto gets free passes a lot of times on all those things. He usually gets informed by a second or third party, and then he formulates a strategy. But, that's a little different. So the question then becomes, okay, cool, he can execute a plan, but how good is battle IQ impacted from that point on if he's not figuring this stuff out? That's what the conversation becomes. And when has Ichigo done any of that? He got told about the Almighty. He never realized BYA, limited range, BYA. I don't know what that is, bro. Ichigo doesn't do anything besides Getsu and Gunbankai every fight. All right, red hair, that's Cap. And I'm thinking we should probably just go to some chapters and panels now. All right, Okay, we'll keep this playing in the background.
How he did that, he had a clone jump in the air behind him to flank them. And then, like, he had one of the other clones cover the Pain's eyeball to shut off the link vision. Like, all of that was mustered up by him. So I think her just saying, oh, yeah, he absorbs attacks and he revives the dead, I don't think, like, that takes away from his plan at all.
Gotcha. And see that I can agree with not taking away from the plan, but we have to admit he would not have been able to pull none of this stuff off if he didn't get a lot of information prior. Like, I haven't seen the fight in a while, but I know. Well, I think my Impal told him some information, and I'm pretty sure Katsuyu told him, "Oh, this one can you can't hit this one with any ninjutsu attacks. He can repel things. Oh, and how you just said he can absorb things. Oh, this one revives the dead. They all have vision." See, in my opinion, Jiraiya has some crazy ass good battle IQ. Naruto, not so much. Jiraiya was able to take down 4 of them by himself, and he had to figure out literally on the fly. Naruto, I don't know, man. Like, listen, I hear what you're saying. I definitely hear what you're saying. It's just when we put it to test and task, and then this isn't just a one-time thing, right? It occurs multiple times throughout the series. He needs people to help him execute his plan. It's usually never by himself. And then when we get into his solo win, Kiba is kind of crazy to me. I was like, Kiba, I was like, well, I did it. Well, it is a win, but like to start at Kiba, I was like, that's kind of crazy. So we got Kiba and Sasuke. Like, who else? Who else does he have under his belt too?
Now, I think pure solo, I think that might be it.
See, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
168.
Things I never thought about. That's kind of wild.
Also, Naruto is only solo win is Kiba.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Just saying.
Naruto Return chapter 430. I'm trying to find that Rash Shuriken plan. Cause I made the top 5 plays for both of them. Well, I didn't make one for Ichigo yet. I just did for Naruto, Sasuke, and Luffy so far. And I think 1 I had Pain.
I think I saw a YouTube video on that actually. I think I saw that video.
2 I saw.
You said the stream's cutting out. My fault. Let me
Slash Momoshiki.
Let me stop this
3
one.
I had Agia, I think. 4 Jubito, and 5 was the 3rd.
Yeah, we'll stop running this one. Yeah, that's my fault. We'll stop running this one for now, at least. Okay. So let's go to we'll go to them in order. Let me try and find Hey, Shinigami, can you pull up when Ichigo starts his full bring training with Jackie? And I'll try and find his Bankai training. If my connection can go through. So, Karibo, I hear your point. The difference is Naruto never has any instances of analyzing his opponent's fighting style or martial arts or anything like that. Ichigo has several instances of breaking down how an enemy fights and then using that to his advantage to gain advantage. Naruto doesn't do that. You can't measure Naruto's taijutsu or battle IQ based off taijutsu because he never has instances like that. Plus, Naruto gets his ass whooped a lot in taijutsu. Okay. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what surprisingly heard? What page is this? Oh, yeah. Alright, come on. Where's the actual 168? So if that's 168, where does Bankai training? That's 168. Let's go to 170. So here is where he hurts Momo. Did I go to Hidamari? I think it's past this though, or before. Let's go to 150. Because, like, Ichigo's battle IQ comes in the form of adaptation for the most part. How did I get further when I went backwards? Makes no sense. Literally makes no sense. What's good, Shinigami? Being able to properly repost the massive snap and get 20 with the calendar takes innate knowledge of physicals. That is battle IQ. I couldn't read most of that sentence, bro. Not gonna lie. It was hard. Can someone find me to where Ichigo's full bring training begins? Alright, this is versus Byakuya. This is these two. All MCs have adaptation, including Naruto. Naruto doesn't have any 1v1 fights, bro. All Naruto's fights are with a group. His only solo wins are against like Kiba and Sasuke. So you can call it adaptation if you want to, but he's really getting assisted through every fight he's been in the series. Chapter 442. All right, we'll start with that. Thank you, bro, because I'm having a hard time doing this while entertaining scream. Unless my 442 is different than your 442, this is not the full brig arc. It's alright. It's close enough. I'll figure it out. If that's happening, then full bring doesn't take place. 442 should be 4 maybe 60. Wait, what? I went that far? Okay, so if 460 is there, then full bring arc must be short as shit. If that's 460, then we must be looking for around 440-ish. Because it could have been more than 20 chapters later, so. Let's go to 440, work our way up. Okay, so Tsukushima, but is this before he starts his training or not? No, good. Okay, cool. Here we are. Like 440. 443. You good, bro. Don't worry. We got it. Damn, I'm still hungry, yo. I'm still shaking. I'm hungry as shit. Team fights absolutely discredit battle IQ. Why wouldn't team fights discredit battle IQ? You understand that when we're trying to gauge how smart you are, we can't look at the people that are around you helping you figure out things and giving you advice and holding your hand and also assisting. Like if we're trying to judge Naruto, how are we supposed to judge Naruto if everyone around him is always helping him in these situations and stuff? Excuse me. All right, so we have Jackie versus Ichigo. We have Jackie versus exactly one smart. They used Uryu making a plan with Renji, but dismissed Naruto doing the same. No. It's not even that. We're talking about Ichigo here, first off. And secondly, Uryu has made plans by himself. Like Uryu versus Yami, he had a great plan, and it actually worked. He isolated Yami, then got Yami far away enough from the battle where he could assist Urahime. And it kept Yami out of the fight until Yami came back up. So, and then Uryu versus that other girl, he used Pepe's help, but still. Team fights absolutely discredit battle. Team fights absolutely discredit battle IQ, but having entire sections of crucial sections of deductive analysis completely cut off of your workload is objectively less impressive. Exactly. Alright, so we have Jackie versus Ichigo. Aren't you going to attack? You haven't used your full bring yet. You're naive. This may be training, but it's still a fight. You have to think of me as an enemy. Would you say the same thing on a battlefield? Probably, because Ichigo's that guy. He's a gentleman. He's not just going to attack a lady like some people I know. Unbelievable. Then fine. I'll start. Dati boots. So, she activates her full bring. She goes for the speed blitz. Ichigo, to my knowledge, doesn't see the speed blitz because there's no indication sign above his forehead. So she kicks, but he does manage to dodge. Wow, not bad. I didn't think you could dodge it. So he does manage to dodge. I didn't either. So Ichigo reacts to a full speed blitz from Jackie. What's that supposed to mean? What about you? What about you? What's with that outfit? I didn't know there were full bringers you could wear. There are. That's why I'm dressed like this. What's its ability? You think I'd tell you? Good point. This is a battle after all. I guess I have to find out while fighting you. So he does a cross-shaped Getsuga kind of. And Chata no Hime, Chata no Hime, Chata no Hime. Skip. Okay. So cross-shaped Getsuga. Jackie kicks it. Then she's dashing at him. Ichigo surprised. He throws another Getsuga. She kicks it. Dati boots danger. And she lands a hit on Ichigo's shoulder. Looks like you can't dodge me every time. It's a series of dodging. It's a series of dodging me, then getting hit. You got good instincts, but you're complacent. You think you can get the hang of it during a fight. Well, that's fine too. But pretty soon, you won't have that luxury. The dirt that was hard before is soaking up water and turning into mud. Look, my dirty boots are getting dirtier. So now she throws a kick. Ichigo blocks the kick. He reacts to the kick, but he blocks the kick with his combat pass. Her kick is heavier. You get it now? Like the name Dirty Boots suggests, the dirtier they get, the stronger I become. Sand, dirt, mud, dust, even rust, or blood. My computer's dying. Don't die, computer. I was slowly gaining strength up until now, but from now on, I'll gain strength at an accelerated pace. Ichigo Kurosaki. So, he got hit clearly on his face. Or he tanked it, but he also got hit. Or blocked it, but he also got hit. Don't you understand? You're not a Soul Reaper right now. You're flesh and blood. Maybe you fought too long as a spiritual entity and lost your sense of reality. Stop messing around. You're flesh and blood. You can die. What I'm saying is, you keep taking my attacks on that human body of yours. And you'll soon turn into a pile of dead flesh. Same old tricks. The attack of yours is full of holes. It's useless in real combat. Haven't you realized that? Looks like you can't take a hint. Pay attention. The attack is inconsistent. Its effectiveness, the number of blades, fluctuate 3 to 6 depending on your concentration level. You keep firing it and the number of blades will decrease. Ichigo goes again. And if it's 4 or less, I can destroy it with a kick. So we have Jackie being extremely well at analysis. First off, shout out to her, right? So Ichigo goes for another one. She dodges, and after 3 consecutive throws, I'm most vulnerable, right? So Ichigo was setting her up. He put her in checkmate, king. After three consecutive throws, I'm most vulnerable, right? So this is him luring her in. Show me when Naruto has did anything like this. Show me where Naruto has purposely let his abilities work as a disadvantage, then he turned that disadvantage into an advantage. And then Ichigo instinctively uses Bringer Light and kicks at her. He purposefully Bringer Light. The flickering of the Bringer Light after moving at high speed using full bring in preparation for the next high speed jump. I get it. He purposely took my kicks to get to me to bring my guard down. Not bad. Come on now. Stop playing with Ichigo, bro. Stop playing. And there's many more examples like this. Man, I feel like I'm the only Jackie enjoyer. Hey, yo, bro. Jackie is fire. Jackie over Sakura all day, first off. But Jackie is fire. I like her full bring. I like her fights. Her versus Renji is, like, it's short and he one-shots her, but it's still a good fight. I like it. Reread Naruto versus Neji. What did he even do there? What did Naruto do there? He held a clone back. The obvious thing you should do when using clones. He held a clone back and had it be the real him. And that didn't even work because Neji had rotation. And then what? He burrowed underground after using a clone. He's doing all basic things with clones, bro. He's like, Naruto's not some genius with clones. You give clones to if you give Naruto stamina in the clone jutsu to Kakashi doesn't lose a fight. Kakashi doesn't lose a fight. So here we have Ichigo luring his enemy into a false sense of security, making his attacks look like they're weak, making it look like he doesn't know what he's doing, making it look like he's just spamming. Whole time he's luring her in for a kick, for an attack. And she's completely caught off guard now. But she does react to it. She's able to turn and she's able to block it or whatever. So that's one. Now let's go to Ichigo training with Ginjo. What is this? 443. So he has to train with Ginjo at least, if that's 443, he'll be training with Ginjo at maybe 450. A couple chapters after. It's basic for Naruto, but Ichigo is Einstein. It's not that Ichigo is Einstein with this. But you can't show me Naruto doing that either. You can't show me Naruto doing that. And the thing is, Ichigo has multiple instances of doing deductive analysis like that or setting up an opponent like that. What did I say? That was 443. So Ginjo should be at least 450. Oh, I'm nice. Look at this. Hey, Karibo, I'm nice, bro. What'd I say? 450? I'm crazy. Let me go back one. At the start of the fight. I'm nice. Okay, so they've already started fighting. Okay, cool. So he takes them in Invaders Must Die. I see. So that's what this is. I was being kept in earlier. That's right. This is Yu-Gi-Oh's full bring Invaders Must Die. You can trap a target in another dimension and control it on a game screen. Relax, I told him not to bother us. Ever fantasize about being inside of a game? What are you talking about? Just tell me every kid's thought about it. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's not that I've never wanted to, but I see. I've never wanted to once in my life. Then why do you make me say it? Well, it really doesn't matter whether you've thought about it or not. Why'd you make me say it then? It might not be what you envision. I just wanted to say that this is what it's like to be inside of a game. You're right. It's more barren than I imagined. Cross of scaffold. Alright. He ain't even dig the clone. It was already there from when Shikamaru made it. And come on, bro. Naruto didn't even make the hole. But I guess you can give that to Naruto for taking advantage of the terrain. But it's not like he did that himself, too. So Ichigo doing a basic bait is genius. No, bro, listen. I didn't call it genius. I didn't say it was genius. I said, firstly, Ichigo has multiple instances of this, number one. Because if we're talking about battle IQ, we got to talk about what the characters have done, right? I don't think any one of the Bleach fans are saying that Ichigo is Light or El Laliat or even Lelouch. I don't think anyone's saying he's that. But if we're going to have a battle IQ conversation, he's better than Naruto. He's better than Luffy. Like, we're not doing that. Let's go to the actual fight. Y'all, boy, y'all kill me. All right, so Orihime comes, yada, yada, yada. Not gonna lie, Ichigo low-key pulled a Piccolo there, purposely throwing paper tigers to set up for the big counter like Hellzone Grenade. Exactly, bro. Naruto don't even know how to think like that. Luffy definitely don't know how to think like that. Red hair, you should probably... Oh yeah, Shinigami, don't go too hard, bro. This is all lighthearted. This is all fun at the end of the day. Ain't no one, we just having fun up here, bro. We don't gotta go crazy. You two making memes without argument is simply coping, not making an actual argument. Bro, let me give you a few jokes. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, let's keep it lighthearted if we can. Now, I don't mean to be a glazer, but Cross of Scaffold goes way harder as a name than it has any right to. Nah, that's kind of fire, bro. I like Ginjo, bro. Ginjo is, he's very underrated. And apparently he's Soul King candidate level strong too. Weird to me, but he is. Yeah. No, literally Naruto baited Neji into a false sense of security and took advantage of his environmental awareness. Naruto has done this multiple... Alright. No, well, the instance I guess I can't give exact instances, right? This is anime. Not everyone's going to have an exact instance. But listen, Naruto is using... Oh my god. Karibo, he's using clones. Like, how else can you use a clone effectively? Your ability is already based in deception. You're using clones. Like, what more? Like, how hard is it to fool someone when you can make 50 people that look like you? How hard is that? He doesn't get brownie points for having a deceptive move that he rarely deceives people with. And anytime he does deceive people, he already has information about them and their abilities, and he's already getting help. Like, we gotta stop this foolishness. Naruto using clones is not impressive at this point, bro. Like, show me Naruto doing some Sasuke level analysis or deductive reasoning. Show me Naruto doing some Kakashi level analysis or deductive reasoning by himself. You can't do it. Boy, this makes me upset. Every time Chad trains, boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's very upsetting. But all right. So Orihime rejects him. Cool. Now let's go for the second instance. Where's Tin? He's tripping again. Luffy made a whole plan up. Tell me Luffy's big plan. What did Luffy do, bro? What plan? Watch your mouth, battle. Hey, you watch your mouth. First off, don't play with me. Watch your mouth. Ichigo equals Yusuke, Naruto, and battle IQ, to be honest. Ginjo's Bankai also drippy as fuck. Yeah, nah, Ginjo's... People hate on Ginjo, but he's actually kind of crazy. He's using his toolkit. Why is that a discredit? Ichigo is cooler. We know that he is the Sword King. Listen, listen. Listen. The man's ability is already based in deception. So you're not getting any points in that regard, for me at least. How he uses them also isn't really crazy. Having the strategy be have the clone be the fake me while I'm the real me over here. They're like, no, bro. Stop. If you give Kakashi Naruto's stamina, he doesn't lose a fight. Simply because Kakashi is going to outsmart everyone with clones. Naruto can't outsmart anyone with clones. You can argue Pain, but he already went in knowing Pain's every move and every counter. He knew he had 5 seconds to attack. Like, you can't really compare the two. Alright, so we got Ichigo versus Ginjo. Look at this. Hold up. Oh, hold up. Stop. We got Ichigo versus Ginjo. So oh my God. Man, oh man. Let's do it like this because I got to see it. Y'all got to see it, man. So look at Ginjo's sword. It's about as big as Ichigo's first Zanpakuto. It's about as long as his body. Right? That's important. Remember that. Look at Ichigo's sword. It's about a little shorter than a regular katana. So, Ichigo's opening move, since he's fighting someone with a bigger weapon, is what? He closes the distance. He closed in on me to negate my reach. Show me Naruto or Sasuke doing anything like this. You guys might think, oh, that's obvious, but they don't do that. Show me Luffy doing that, of all people. You better stop playing with me, red hair and twin. Y'all better stop playing with me. Y'all don't... Anyways, he closes on Ginjo. That all you got? Why do you think this has a hilt on the blade? It's to eliminate my reach handicap. Ichigo says, is that right? And he got cut as he was jumping away. In any case, he's way sharper than he was earlier. It may have been correct to bring her here. He's at his best when somebody he has to protect is near him, but still. Hold up, where are we at? Because I know there's another instance for this Ginjo thing. Or I think there is at least. I don't feel anything from his sword. I thought it was because I wasn't used to fighting him at first, but that's not it. I don't feel anything no matter how many times I strike him. It's different from what I felt against Gi Nishimaru. His focus just wasn't on me. But this guy's different. He's looking straight at me, but I can't feel anything from him. It's as if there's a lid on his mind. It was the opposite with Tsukishima. He barely looked at me, but I felt his intent to kill all over me. Is it because it's full bring sword, because it's not a Zanpakuto? Is that why I can't sense what's inside of him? Or is it because I don't completely trust him yet? You're distracted. Too distracted. I told you this is a battle. I guess I have to drag you back. I guess I just have to drag you back. What? So Ginjo slices his eyes. Da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ichigo performing Genin level tactics just as impressive. If we put him in the academy, he only passing the general public courses. That's hilarious, bro. That's really funny. Light's intelligence is based off his deductive reasoning. The whole show, everyone is glazing his deductive reasoning. That's true. Light's feats are based on him understanding the Death Note's limits. He did test. He found out what he can do that not even Ryuk knew. Nah, Ab-Stract baited me. Chill like shit. Naruto had to use shadow clones to do an insane of plot armor training in a short amount of time while Ichigo does everything by himself. He literally had to fight Murray Shizanegetsu for months without stopping. Also true. How's it Genin level? Light's intellect is not based on him being a bookworm. All that gives him his higher knowledge base. In my opinion, one of the highest battle IQ characters in anime manga is Serpico from Berserk. I don't know who that is, but I love Berserk. Bro knew he wasn't beating Guts in a slugfest, so lured him into an area where Guts' big sword was hindered. Oh, do you mean, was that one of the mercenaries, or is that someone from after the Golden Arc or whatever? Calling Ichigo winning the psychological battle and out reading his opponents, superb analytical skills, getting level. Thank you, bro. Like, oh my gosh. Like, you are aware when he fights Zangetsu, he's out here doing things that even Sasuke with a sword doesn't do. Where's it? So he's fighting him here. Bring your light. We don't need that. He won't let Orihime heal him. Okay, here we go. Let's go back up. You might have saw that. Orihime, what's happening? I don't know. What did happen? Why don't you see for yourself? Ginjo. He uses Bring Your Light. He jumps at Ginjo. He literally can't see. Ichigo. Koten, don't bother. Your voice can't be heard from the outside. So he dashes back. Huff, 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 huff. Oh, you're dodging better than I expected. Even if I can't see, I can still sense your movements by your presence and sound. So he's using the man's presence and sound alone to find out where Ginjo is and dodge him. That's a casual Rock Lee. That's a casual Guy Sensei level feat, by the way. Because Guy's the only person we've seen fight with his eyes closed. That is a cat. Like, Ichigo just got blinded. He just got blinded, and he's using presence and sound alone to dodge attacks. How would Ichigo, without shouting Bankai or Getsuga potential, deal with Naruto if both had equal stats? The thing about all right, if you're taking away equal stats for both of them, if you're taking away that's such a hard thing to conceptualize because stat boosting is literally a part of both of their kits. That's a hard one. I really don't like verse equalized battles when both characters have power ups. It kind of makes it hard to talk about. So, if we're taking away Bankai and Getsuga Tensho, are we also taking away Naruto's cloak and Rasengan? Because if we're taking away Naruto's cloak and Rasengan and they're just fighting, Ichigo's going to win. Ichigo's going to win because he's on more times and occasions analyzed his opponent and their fighting style. He's on more times and occasions adapted to his opponent and their fighting style. And as you just saw with Jackie, he can deliberately set you up to get set up. The fact you got to bring up equal stats means you know Naruto can't. Shit. I wonder how Naruto would fare in Tomodachi game. Oh, boy. Naruto dies in Tomodachi game. Sakura versus Ino is kind of underrated. Give Genin, Ino, or Sakura Ichigo's power and they perform much better. Sakura's best claim to fame, smart thing that she did was setting up those traps in the Force of Death. If it's equal stats, nothing in Naruto's kit piercing Blute Vein. I'm talking about since Ichigo's so smart, how would he deal with someone that can consistently throw shadow clones? I mean, I don't get it. Because it's like, Red Hair, you're limiting Ichigo. You're not giving him Bankai. You're not giving him his Getsuga Tensho, which he can use around his sword to also increase attacks. And if you're not giving him any of that stuff, so how about this? Naruto can keep his clones. He can't use Rasengan though. And even in that, I'd still give it to Ichigo because, like I said, Ichigo is a much more tactful fighter. Ichigo's attack is literally something anyone can do in his verse. He's just so powerful, he doesn't need another attack. Naruto needs clones just to not get killed because of plot. Naruto has a deeper kit than Ichigo. What does Naruto have? He has Rasengan, Rasen, Shuriken. He has Rasengan and different variations of that, which include the Biju Bomb. So that's all technically one thing. I'm not about to let you say Rasengan, Lava Rasengan, and all these things are separate things. He has Rasengan, and he has Tailed Beast Bomb, which is basically a Rasengan. Outside of Rasengan, what does he have as far as an attack? As far as Rasengan Kuribo, what does he have as an attack? Oh, my connection is ass. Unless I'm just moving slow. I can't really tell though. Yeah, outside of Rasengan Kuribo, what does Naruto have? As far as attacks. He He has everything. When I said without shouting, I was joking. He has his full kit just like Naruto has his full kit. Okay, cool. So if you're giving them both their full kits, you're giving them both their full kits, but you're taking away... Well, not even taking away. Okay, well, so if you give them both their full kits, then Ichigo wins, bro. I don't understand the scenario then if you're giving them both their full kits. Are you simply taking away their transformation so it's like equal stats? Like if you just have them both where they can't transform, again, Ichigo has shown better to adapt to his opponent, to read his opponent, and set traps for his opponent mid-fight. We haven't seen Naruto do any of that stuff. I'm sorry. Naruto has set traps for his opponents mid-fight. Yes. But it's usually after he already gets some information about how they operate and stuff. We're going to ignore as well the fact Naruto's best planning feat, he needed help. Meanwhile, all of Ichigo's feats include him being smart by himself. Yeah, that's true too. Most of Naruto's, well, all of Naruto's best planning feats come from some type of assistance. We're not gonna ignore that. So yeah. Okay, cool. He fucked up Ginjo pretty badly. Alright, so the last thing we gotta find then is really just this Zangetsu moment. You gotta find where Zangetsu's training Ichigo. That's 132. Oh, yeah, let me respond. Hey, right here. What's that? What's nasty, bro? What we talking about? We alright? What we talking about? Oh wait, no. Execution moved up tomorrow. Okay, cool. So he has to learn Bankai then, because the execution just got moved up. All right, so no major improvements, but he's developing steadily. But why do I feel so uneasy? It's as if something ominous is approaching. I was wondering what you were doing down here. Is that your Zanbakuto's true form? So can I join you? Yada, yada, yada. Renji. See, I don't know if he already did the thing with Zangetsu though, but it's fine. We'll keep going until we find it. This is 133, so if it happens, it's going to be happening during the 120 chapters. Naruto has Uzumaki Barrage, Mud Wall, Kunai, Summoning Jutsu, and Chakra Constructs. Naruto can do Mud Wall? I know you didn't just list Uzumaki Barrage. I know you didn't just list Uzumaki Barrage. That's the Shadow Clone Jutsu, bro. Stop it. I didn't know if Naruto can do a Mud Wall. I didn't know he had Earth Style. I only thought he had Wind Style. The kit, bro. That's, yeah. I'll give you Summoning Jutsu. Naruto would have Rasengan, Clone Jutsu, and I guess this Mud Wall thing. Never knew he could do a Mud Wall, but okay. If there's one thing I gave Naruto, he has better battle IQ than Goku. Goku's kind of retarded as far as battle IQ and instincts and stuff. Naruto might damage himself, then Orihime. Can we go through Renji and Ichigo's entire Soul Society fight? They both have insane battle IQ feats in that. insane. We can do it. We can do it, but I wouldn't call it insane. Let me find Ichigo training with Zangetsu first. Ba-na-na-na-na. We're doing the whole backstory for Kain. Hey, Red Hair, I don't know if you said it. I'm still waiting for that. Luffy battle IQ moment. I'm still waiting on that. I didn't forget. What's Luffy's best battle IQ feat? Tay, feel free to comment on that too. What does Luffy do aside from Gum Gum No, Red the Pistol, Hawk, Jet the Bazooka? Like, what does Luffy do aside from that stuff? And hope that it lands. Gamma Gamma No. Hey, yo, Luffy be killing me though. Luffy's funny. Alright, I'm thinking it happens around during the 120 chapters, but we're gonna finish his training. Come on. Naruto couldn't even survive the cleaner, which Aizen blinks away casually. No one in Naruto blinks away. Anyone ever. Naruto wouldn't even be able to exist in the society or awaken one or travel through the Dangai. On the battle IQ topic, Ichigo, Luffy, Naruto. Currently, to be honest. Until I see better reasoning for Naruto beyond just downplaying the others and focusing only on strategy. So, like, I would probably put Naruto ahead of Luffy. Even if Naruto doesn't even if Naruto doesn't do the deductions by himself, he's at least coming up with the plans that do end up working out. Right? Naruto just doesn't get any points in, figuring out how anyone can do anything, ever. He's not that guy. He always gets assisted. He always needs assistance. It has to be in the 120s. It has to be in the 120s. I don't think I should keep going here. This is 139, so I'll remember I stopped here, but it has to be in the 120s at this point. I've gone too damn far, and I haven't seen it. So we'll start at 120. That was during the Kenny fight, right? If memory serves, that's like chapter 115 and 125. It might be, bro. Okay, well, here we go. 120 is the start of the training arc. We don't have time for you to completely heal, yada, yada, yada. Sanpokto Spirit, yes, yes, yes. Mayuri versus Uryu. I never noticed it happened at daytime, but they made it take place at night. Never noticed that. Yeah, it's definitely in between 115 to 125. We're going to find it. Like, we are aware that Ichigo fought Kisuke for 5 days and nights straight, right? We are aware that Kisuke Urahara is one of, if not the best, number one hand-to-hand fighter, but overall fighters on the Soul Society's team, right? We are aware of that. Ichigo fought him for 5 days straight, in case y'all didn't know. And Naruto trained with Jiraiya. Or ninjutsu. Not how to be like a good fighter, though. All right. So Ichigo. I feel embarrassed. I'm usually able to find these things a lot faster. Ichigo shows off some decent analytical prediction, confirms that the norm for this entire series. Then Renji out reads Ichigo's analytical prediction and breaks down his entire thought process. That's true. We're going to get to that too. We're going to get to that. But I want to find this Zangetsu thing first because it is really good. Number one, it shows that Ichigo... Well, no, we'll get to it. Remember, almost everyone in the fourth grade Ninja War learned Mud Wall when their minds were linked. That did happen, didn't it? Was Naruto one of the ones that put up the mud wall? I really don't remember that. Don't know if I'd call that insane, though. Not gonna lie, if I say Luffy has more creativity than Naruto and Ichigo, somehow you guys will say, man, Ichigo puts green jeans with a nice blue... Hey, yo, red hair, bro, this is a safe place. Say what you gotta say, my guy. No, I think I don't know why you wouldn't say that. That's your best argument. Luffy is absolutely the most creative fighter out of all of them. I'll give you that 100%. You ain't going to hear me buck on that one time. The things Luffy has imagined he can do with being rubber is ridiculous. It's almost to the equivalent level of like Fire Force characters where you're like, what? You can use sound to turn fire to ice, or what? You can use fire and thermal in this way, that way? Yeah. Luffy's crazy. Luffy's crazy. As far as creativity, he's crazy. Battle IQ, not so much. Come on, come on. Okay. Luffy is more creative in terms of creating moves. Naruto and Ichigo clear his creativity in creating strategies and tactics, considering options for their opponent's abilities, respectively. I agree with that. You know, as far as the attacks, Luffy, he's number one. As far as like how he's gonna like figure out to use his ability and stuff. Luffy tries stuff, but it just works. That's true too. And then a lot of people in One Piece, they're the type to where they will just do their best to like One Piece is like a very I'm going to flex on you type verse, and they do that a lot by taking attacks. A lot of them do that by taking attacks. But Luffy clears Naruto in effect. At least he creates techniques with his creativity and tests his devil fruit to the limit. Absolute facts. By the way, to answer your Luffy battle IQ question, Luffy covering his hands with his own blood to bypass Crocodile's Logia phasing after realizing his liquid weakness was a good battle IQ feat. Now the question is, did Luffy realize that innately, or were his hands already bloody? I haven't read or watched that in a long, long time, so you can inform me on that. But yes, that would see. But even with that, I'm going to call BS for the author for doing that. I don't think there's enough water and blood for Crocodile to be able to be hurt by that. That's my opinion, though. Naruto also uses Mud Wall to block Boruto's Thunderclap arrow. Okay, so Naruto knows Mud Claw, Clone Jutsu, Shadow Clone Jutsu, my fault. Well, we might as well give Naruto the basics then, right? Naruto knows Mud Wall, Shadow Clone Jutsu. He should presumably know Clone Jutsu, Transformation Jutsu, Rasengan, Summoning Jutsu, and I think that might be it. Whereas Ichigo has Holification, Getsuga Tensho, Blue Vein, and what other techniques? Anything that's not Getsuga based does he have? I guess he has his speed techniques, but I don't know if you want to count that. Yeah, I don't know if you want to count speed techniques and stuff. But yeah, if we're doing it like that, then I guess Naruto does have his kid is a little bit deeper. Crocodile wasn't his only battle IQ moment. He tricked Foxy so that he made him use his own powers against him. He managed to work around to Enel predicting ability and so much more. Okay, red hair. I see you. All right, talk your shit, red hair. Talk about it, bro. All right. Cool. So here we go. He's fighting Zangetsu. It'll probably be in the next 1 or 2 chapters. I'm so sorry it's taking this long to find it, guys. You guys keep having your own conversation, though, so it's all good. THERE. Yeah, but that's Foxy. If Foxy is a bar for Battle IQ, that's wild. Because Foxy isn't cool. Hey, yo, red hair, you killing me, bro. You are killing me, man. Yo. He said, why? Because it's Foxy? What's wrong with Foxy, nigga? Alright, let me read this. That's what I'm saying right here, because it's because these people are filthy. Oh, that's what I'm saying, red hair. It's because these people are filthy, lowly pirates, so their feet can... Like, how hard can it be to outsmart a dirty, smelly, stinking, boot-licking pirate? How hard can that be? How hard could that be? Kaido doesn't even dodge attacks. Big Mom's dumb enough to sit there and get bombarded by Kid and Law at the same time. Katakuri's kind of smart, but even that... I'm not gonna let my back touch the ground because I'm prideful. I'm mad. Let me stop. Foxy was using non-stop tricks, and Luffy managed to trick him to use his own ability. Again, because he saw Foxy ability bounce off mirrors. Should be at 132 at least. Oh, God damn. I'm at 128. Let me see. All right. Yeah, right after this, we're gonna go to Ichigo versus Renji. Tay, that was some funny shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm saying triplet. Ichigo is dripping like oxtail sauce, but Luffy is tricking Foxy. Who cares, lol. You two are funny. Naruto's bag is deep. All the Rasengan variants cannot be called the same thing given cover completely different abilities like giving him cellular destruction, lava stealing section. Okay, so you would make all the Rasengan different abilities within themselves? Personally, I would count them all as one ability because they're all based off the same attack. Yeah, they do different things, but if we're doing that, then we might as well include Ichigo wrapping Getsuga around his sword to amplify the swing. Right? We might as well include Getsuga Jishujo. You know, we might as well include that stuff too. Alright, so here we go. At this point, Ichigo has been training and fighting for a long time with Zangetsu, right? Yoruichi notes, so he's holding his stance even after his sword is broken. That is, next, he blocks. Ichigo ducks a swing from Zangetsu and attacks, right? Zangetsu throws his sword to the ground and smacks Ichigo. Never take your eyes off the enemy. That's 52. Geez, I almost had him. So here we go. At the moment of contact, he deflected the attack by matching the speed of the... So at the moment of contact, he deflected Zangetsu's attack by matching his speed with the speed of Zangetsu's swing. Then he instantly went on the offensive. He's coming a long way. He's come a long way. Before he was only relying on Zangetsu's strength. But now he's learning at a frightening pace. And at a frightening level. And there should be one more instance of that. So like, show me when Naruto, Sasuke, Luffy, show me when your MC is having moments like that. Because in Naruto, we just get the fights. We never get the explanation of what's actually happening or what's actually going on. For like the hand-to-hand fights or the sword-to-sword fights, if you want to say that. Right? But we have Ichigo here, deflecting at the same time to match his speed to gain advantage in attack afterward. So they continue the fight. He's been fighting for more than 5 minutes with the same sword and it still isn't broken, but it could be near its limit. I'm not beaten yet. And Zangetsu turns off. All right. Okay, so then, yeah. At least you're being honest about your bias, Mugetsu. If a character looked dumb, I'm gonna call. If a character looked dumb, I'm gonna call him dumb. The bias is my brain gonna make me overlook him. If Naruto battled here so high, how would it take him like halfway through Shippuden to do something his son thought of frame 1 and throw his Rasengan? That's not, I don't think that's fair, only because, is it fair to say that? Is it fair to say that? Is there a reason he couldn't throw his Rasengan before? No, I don't think there is. But like, but throwing the Rasengan doesn't inherently make it like a smart thing to do, to be honest. It can help with, I guess, setting up for strategy and stuff, but it doesn't make it an inherently smart thing to do. That's an unfair criticism. Naruto didn't know what nature transformations were till halfway through Shippuden. Immediately after that, he proves to be a prodigy, constantly reshaping the Rasengan. Naruto had to maintain chakra shape. The vanishing Rasengan isn't as strong as Rasengan, but it keeps it shaped better. He literally say elemental jutsu though. Alright, so I think we're going to be going to Ichigo versus Renji. All right. I'm just making sure we don't get anything more from his training. Okay, I don't think we do. Yeah. What's good, Shinigami? Wow, how long you been on live? How long we been live? At least 2 hours. Everyone have a good night. Oh, you out of here, red hair? Uryu battles Sasuke's two analysts. Naruto saw Chidori, he saw Fireball, he saw many elemental jutsu. He knew nature transformation existed, but it took him ages to learn it. Like, yeah. Open Discord DMs, but Ichigo versus Renji feet. Looking for is chapter 94, so maybe 93. Gotcha, bro. All right. I think it's going to be the next one. So, Ichigo versus Renji. Let's get to it, man. Let's talk about it. Ichigo versus Renji. Would Ichigo versus Ikaku be considered a battle IQ fight? It was his first time fighting a release on Bato, knowing what Shikai is. I had to go back and look at Ikaku versus Ichigo. Like, see, the thing is, a lot of Ichigo's things are instinct and adaptive based. That's where he shines the most. Predictions and figuring out how his opponent fights and then capitalizing on that. So you could almost say, like, as long as Ichigo isn't heavily outstatted, he's going to be able to, like, figure you out eventually and, you know, like, I don't want to say stop you, but for the most part, he's going to be able to, like, you know, compete at a high level if he's not already lower in stats. But the difference is Naruto actually has a technique that requires nature transformation. Ichigo just doesn't feel like learning Kido when his toolkit is more than enough. That's a good point too, I guess. Knowing something exists and having proper knowledge of it is not the same thing. You nor I know how to build a car for the sole reason we know it exists. But for real, that's a good point. Grid, that's a good point. When he was at Kukaku's place to learn how to use that sphere, Ichigo learned the basic of spells there. Getsuga Tensho is classified as a Kido ability. Oh, I didn't know that. So he can use it. Just because he doesn't use the numbered spells doesn't mean he doesn't know Kido. Not really. Plus, he never got to formally learn Kido. So let's take a look at Ichigo versus Ikaku. So one thing I want to point out, though, too, and Karibo, this kind of goes into you, Karibo. So listen to this one, Karibo. One thing I want to point out here. During Ichigo versus Renji, keep in mind, Ichigo has been just training with Kisuke. He just fought Ikaku. He just encountered Jidambo. Hold on. So yeah, keep in mind, Karibo, because this is going to go into that video that I'm going to be making about Reiatsu and stats. Take Jidambo's weight, size, total volume, and then him swinging the axes. Take their weight, size, and total volume. If you remember, Ichigo was able to completely stand there perfectly still while Jidambo swung those axes. Why is this important? Well, when he's fighting Renji, right? He pins Renji against the wall. But we find out that Renji's not even taking this serious right now. Right? Renji, they're hyping up Renji. He's an assistant captain. It doesn't matter, yada, yada. I'll crush you. Anybody that gets in my way, I'm just going down, yada, yada. Renji says, where does this bravado come from? You may have escaped death a few times, but don't delude yourself. Your Zanpakuto changed. I hope you don't think that made you stronger. Then he swipes Ichigo away while he's in base. No Shikai. He says, roar, Zabimaru. And then, as Ichigo hits the ground, Zabimaru hits Ichigo's Zanpakuto. Ichigo says, I can't counter it. And he gets thrown into a huge building. Now, going back to Jidambo, right? This is 95. This is 95. We're going to come back here. When do they enter Soul Society? This is 95, 60, 50, 68. Let's see, 68. Let's see. Okay, cool. Not 68. That's way too... Yeah. Okay, not 90. Well, of course not 90. But let's try 70. Okay, good. We're close. So yeah, Karibo, keep in mind that Renji was able to move Ichigo with his Zanpakuto, i.e. his spiritual energy, spiritual pressure. This is all important for the video I'm going to be making. All right. So yeah. Look at this, Karibo. Karibo, look at this. Do you know why Ichigo is able to do this? Karibo, do you know why Ichigo is able to block this axe? But you might say, oh, well, that's coming straight down. Well, let's look at a different angle. Right? And this is casual. All he's doing is lifting his hand and stopping the force of this giant's axe. Continuously stopping the force. Jidambo's never had a swing more than 10 times. Right? And so we see that Jidambo does a side swipe. He takes the axe and he does a side swipe. Time to finish things up. 10. He's swinging on the wall. He cuts the pillar that he made in half, or the rock structure that he made in half. And Ichigo blocks it perfectly fine. He doesn't even move an inch. Why is Ichigo able to block this, Karibo? And then why isn't he able to stop why isn't he able to stop Renji's swing? right? So when we talk about power in Bleach and Reiatsu equaling stats and being equivalent and your power measuring up to what you can do and stuff, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Sasuke cannot do this. Sasuke cannot do any of this stuff. If Sasuke were standing here in front of Jidambo's attacks, he would have to dodge. He would have to get out the way. He cannot stand here and block with his regular sword. If Sasuke was going to get sideswiped by Jidambo like this, he would have to dodge, he would have to get out the way, and he would have to like do something other than get hit. Not assuming, he quite literally tells Rukia Kido isn't really his style in the first arc when she offers to teach him. In the Ronko arc, he was focused on Hollow. So we're assuming Rukia knows every Kido and saying that none of it's... This reminds me of Naruto stopping a giant snake. Yeah, that's funny. Yet Naruto, as an adult, can't lift up the stone statue without Sage Mode, right? Have you seen Bleach Abridged? It's hilarious. I've seen some of Bleach Abridged. I wish they'd finished it, but they didn't finish it. So, no, I didn't finish it. I mean, no, I've seen some of it, but I haven't seen it all. But, you know, the point is, though, that Reiatsu scales to actual physicals. I think you said this didn't happen, or it's not the case. Why is Naruto able to stop a giant snake with his fist, but Sasuke is eating punches from a stronger Naruto? Well, number one... Well, what do you mean eating punches? The fact, like, he wasn't... Are you saying he didn't get hurt, or are you saying he was enduring the punches? We don't need to talk about One Piece physicals. One Piece physicals are already impressive enough, bro. You know this. Garp is punching battleships to train. What do we got to talk about One Piece for? Maybe because snakes are fleshy and soft and giant metal axes are, well, giant metal axes. I mean, even aside from that, it's not even a consistent thing. You'll never, like, when's the last time you've seen a feat like that in Naruto? Like, this is where consistency comes in, because I can show you multiple panels of people stopping, like, instances like Jidambo. I can show you multiple instances of that. We have Ishin stopping Grand Fisher's huge ass Zanpakuto. We have Chad being able to clash with Yami. Like, what are we talking about? We have anytime anyone stopped the Hollow. What are we talking about? Sasuke needs to run from a raptor. But anyways, let's go back to Renji. Because Renji was able to move Ichigo. And then, what was I about to say to you, Karibo? Because you're bringing up the snake thing like it's pertinent to the conversation about power scaling to power, or scaling to power, I should say. I'm not sure why you brought up the snake thing when you know we're talking about power scaling to power. The whole reason I brought up Ichigo and Renji and Jidambo was to show you that Jidambo didn't have enough spirit energy to move Ichigo, yet Renji releasing his Shikai could. Menno scales higher than Renji. Maybe at that time, maybe. Hard to say. Hard to figure. So yeah, Ichigo gets hit through the building. He's hurt. He's dizzy. He's still standing taking a blow from Zabimaru. I can't believe it. That one rocked me. My legs feel like rubber. I lost too much blood against Ikkaku. Stop swaying, darn it. Shoot. Mind you, Ichigo just came off a fight with Ikkaku. You talk big, but you can barely stand. So Renji jumps up, and he cleaves an entire building in half with Zabimaru. I'm finishing this. Ichigo dodges, but he does get hurt / cut somewhere. Hinato is flipping out. It's insane. He's fighting a captain. He can't win. They find out Renji's missing. Renji cuts Ichigo again. You're tough, so you really want to save Ruki, huh? You idiot. I don't want to save her. I'm going to save her. Ruki was condemned because you stole her powers. Don't you realize that? Ruki is going to die because of you. And you have the audacity to show your face here and say that you're going to save her? It's all your fault. I know that Ruki was sentenced to death because of me. That's why I've come to save her. He slaps away Zangetsu. You scum. That's it. It can only do 3. So this is when Ichigo's picking up on Renji's attacks and stuff, basically. Let's stop here real quick. That giant snake was plowing through the forest. Edelrod is fodder, and he melted a city block with a casual punch. That's facts. I'd like to point out that in their final battle, Sasuke was just objectively weaker than Naruto by a significant margin. He was only keeping up because he had 8-tailed beasts and rocks for chakra. Menos Renji. So you haven't read Bleach without reading Bleach. Kid Sasuke was knocking out giant bears in 3 kicks. Okay, but Kid Sasuke couldn't take a paw strike from that same bear and stand completely still. That's the difference. I don't think you understand what the argument is, right? Kid Sasuke can knock out that bear, but a 5-year-old child could stab Sasuke and actually kill him. That can't happen to Ichigo because the child wouldn't have enough Reiatsu to do it. That's the difference. That's what we're talking about. So that's it. It can only do 3 consecutive strikes. Then he mastered Kisuke. The more powerful the attack, the fewer times it can be employed in succession. Mind you, Ichigo uses everything he learned from Kisuke up until when he fights Jackie. A revolver fires 6 times, a missile only once. He can swing Zabimaru in its normal state 1 time. When it's extended, he can strike 2 more times, for a total of 3 attacks. He's breaking Renji down. After the 3rd attack, Zabimaru goes back to normal. The number of consecutive attacks always is predetermined. The number of attacks may vary, so you need to determine the maximum number. If he becomes desperate, your opponent will always strike the maximum number of times. So we count them out. 1, he strikes, or he extends 1. If you can determine the maximum number, you'll know when he's vulnerable. 2, after the last attack of a series and before the first attack of the next. Renji. And 3, your enemy will be defenseless. It's over, Renji. But Ichigo misses. I told you, you have no chance of defeating me. And he slashes him down the middle. So yeah, that's also very good for Ichigo. He's taking something he learned from Kisuke and applying it in real time. He determined Renji's maximum number of strikes and then went for the opening. Right? He dodged it. How? You're wondering how I evaded it. It's good to strike between serial attacks. Your timing was perfect, so why didn't you kill me? The answer is very simple. You're too slow. So Ichigo was dead on the money as far as his plan and as far as his strategy and as far as his, adaptability, because he was adapting to Renji's whole fighting style. He was getting his maximum number of attacks. He was getting his range. He didn't say that, but obviously he would have to get the range to know how to dodge to be able to attack him perfectly. So yeah, The only reason he didn't hit Renji was because he's slower than Renji, i.e. stats. Now, the interesting thing about Ichigo, of course, because I know you might say this, Karibo, Ichigo has been nerfed since the series began, and he doesn't get unnerfed until he gets his true Zanpakuto. So, while he has more spirit energy than Renji, he's quite literally still being nerfed by Zangetsu. I'm far out of your league. Very simple. Brutally so. Understand? Okay, I'll throw this in there too. The fact that Ichigo is still new at all this, that does play a role in it, right? Because you're already dead. Then he gets an explosion, and then a flashback to Kisuke. Are you crazy? You tried to stab me for real just now. I'd have been killed if I hadn't run. Of course, I'm doing my best to corner you, Mr. Kurosaki. You can't run away. Corner you and drive you to the edge. Mind you guys, when a Kanpaku gets close to death, they get stronger. This is a fact. It's said in the series. This is a fact. Kid Sasuke was not gonna... Did I already read that? Kid Sasuke was knocking out giant bears in 3 kicks. Small people fighting giant creatures is pretty common in the big 3. Yeah, but remember, Karibo, the conversation is about scaling to your energy. That's what the conversation is. Because Sasuke has more chakra, doesn't allow him to no-sell attacks. Because Sasuke has more chakra, doesn't allow him to not be moved by an attack. Like, you remember when... Oh, we still got to do that too. We'll do it later. We might do it another time. What's good, Yonin? How you doing, bro? The topic is... we're going over Battle IQ, but I'm having a side conversation specifically with Karibo, because Karibo thinks I'm unfair when I hold certain series to a energy system standard. He thinks I'm unfair with that. But I believe our differences stem from a lack of understanding of what the other is trying to say, to be honest. Kid Obito had 2 Tomoe Sharingan frame and 1 still died to a donkey rock, a tiny rock. Ranger Brawl Sonic. Yeah, see, and that's the thing, right? No amount of chakra is going to stop Obito from dying from a rock on crushing his body. Right? We've seen Ichigo get pinned down with 4 20-ton beams, and he was fine. In fact, he blew them up. Can you pull up the panel of Obito under the rock? That Obito, after breaking his Sharingan, was keeping pace with Kakashi, who was a Jonin at the time. Jonin crushed by rock. Nah, bro, we don't even need to pull up the panel. We don't even need to pull up. We all know what happened. By the way, Ichigo did this feat with his first Getsuga. This was his first Getsuga. And this is the same one he hits with Renji. So during his fight with Kisuke, he learns he needs resolve. And we find out that things like fear can be a debuff to Soul Reapers or spiritual beings in general, because it causes them to be weaker and not focused on the fight at hand. See, do you hear what my sword resonates? It's the resolve to kill you. Then Ichigo finds his resolve. So you are capable of it. Resolve. Don't ever forget that feeling. Then they both do a Getsuga, basically. Oh, and look at this. The same sword swipe, or the same attacks that Renji has been doing that's been fucking up Ichigo, he's able to catch, mind you, he does bleed, but he's able to now catch it with his bare hand. The same attack that threw him through a whole building, him just finding his resolve, he can now catch that attack with his bare hand. Sorry to keep you waiting, Renji. I've resolved to kill you. What the? How did he? Renji goes in for an attack. Ichigo hits him with a Getsuga point blank. The same Getsuga, mind you. The same Getsuga that did this is what Renji got hit with. Renji doesn't die from this, though. His durability doesn't tank the full attack, right? He still gets fucked up by it, but it doesn't kill him. Would it be safe to equate the rank of Jonin to a third seat, not in terms of power, but in terms of narrative? No, not gonna lie to you. Oh, wait. Not in terms of power, but in terms of narrative. Yes. Yes, I think that would be fair. Jonin would technically be like the third, anywhere from fifth seat on down, you would start getting your like Chunin and stuff like that. Jonin would be third seat. Lieutenants would be Hokage assistants or Hokage up and coming candidates. And then, of course, captains would be Kage level people and above. POV, kunai are dangerous weapons even in the war arc. But you know what they'll say to that we'll get to? They'll say, oh, everyone's using weaponry reinforcement, so their kunai scale. But then we'll have instances where Naruto picks up a chakra blade and he enhances it and it can't even go through a goddamn tree. I literally hate all the arguments that people use for Naruto because a lot of it is really just cope. A lot of it is really just cope at the end of the day. If Obito had enough chakra, he could shatter the rock. We see what Hashirama's cells did for him. When are you talking about, Karibo? Are you talking about when he was stuck under the rock? Because you know it takes like really delicate chakra control to be able to like punch through rocks in Naruto, right? You know not everyone can just punch through rocks in Naruto, right? You gotta like be able to control your chakra really well to punch through a wall. In Naruto, that is. And if you're just saying he needs Hashirama cells to punch through a wall, well then that's telling enough. That is telling enough. Alright. Excuse me. Now, before we get out of here, because I gotta go to bed because we have work tomorrow. Before we get out of here, we're gonna be talking about some One Piece stuff. I wish Red Hair was here. Oh, you know, I might wait for Red Hair because I do enjoy his company. Hey Tay, are you still here? We can also bring up how big of an amp Bleach characters can get just by being in front, being in the right mindset. Ichigo went from being roughly equal to slightly weaker than Grimjaw to being much stronger. Naruto characters clearly have lower piercing durability than blunt and energy-based durability, but they're not totally glass. Obito catches the executioner's blade with his bare forearms at some point. So, but like Amid, at this point, Obito already has the cells of Hashirama enhancing his power at this point. Number one. Number two, Obito intercepted the blade, so he got in front of Kasami, meaning he didn't even get a full swing. And then number three, Tsurugetsu could just be weaker than Obito's durability. That swing, the swing itself, mind you, the Executioner's blade is not a sharp blade. If you look at the blade, it's very dull on the backside. It's very dull. So Obito's durability could have just been higher than Tsurugetsu's swinging power. So yeah. Can we end off the stream with Mayuri's perfection speech? Let's see.
In this world. The perfect being, you said? Well, I have to tell you the honest truth as I see it. In this world, nothing perfect exists. It may be a cliché after all, but it's the way things are. That's precisely why ordinary men pursue the concept of perfection. It's infatuation.
It's infatuation.
But ultimately, I have to ask myself, what is the true meaning of being perfect? And the answer I came up with was nothing. Not one thing. The truth of the matter is, I despise perfection. If something is truly perfect, that's it. The bottom line becomes, there is no room for imagination. No space for intelligence, or ability, or improvement. Do you understand? To men of science like us, perfection is a dead end, a condition of hopelessness. Always strive to be better than anything that came before you, but not perfect. Scientists agonize over the attempt to achieve perfection. That's the kind of creatures we are. We take joy in trying to exceed our grasp, in trying to reach for something that, in the end, we have to admit, may in fact be unreachable. In other words, you may think that we operate on the same level, but you're wrong. The moment you started talking about perfection, you embraced an impossible concept, and it already lost to me. That is, of course, if you are indeed a scientist at all.
Man, oh man.
We're looking.
Yeah, Mayuri, guys, you know what? Here's the thing. I think I'm going to go full on with my Mayuri versus Xylopero video. And then I might do Mayuri versus Damon and Ada. I think I'll put Itachi versus... I might not even do Itachi. I really might do Askin versus Itachi. Because I just think that would be a lot funnier. But I think I might go full force with the Mayuri versus Xylopero video. I think that'll be the next thing I do. So I can finally get my certificate in Kubology. I feel like Haku and Zabuza are much stronger than people give them credit for. Just because they were the first arc, people forget Zabuza had Kakashi dead to rights multiple times. Yeah, in my book, Zabuza won that fight. Like, Kakashi had to tighten up after the second one, and then he won. But yeah, he won that fight. And then Haku was able to take down multiple people, unnamed people during the war. So, but you know, Mayuri saying this speech before getting vaporized by Cell would be so peak. That would be so fire. It would be so fire if that happened, because like in the end, Mayuri would still win. Yeah. But all right, y'all, we're going to end this stream. This was a good one. Tay, I will wait for Red before we go over that One Piece scaling thing I wanted to do. We'll do it another time. Hopefully I can be free sometime this week, but I have to go to bed. Mayuri and Nemu versus Orochimaru and Mitsuki would be pretty good. That doesn't sound bad either. That's a good one, Kuribo. I like that. That's a good one. I like that. I'll thumbnail that one. Or I'll thumbtack that one. But all right, y'all. Y'all take it easy. This was a good stream. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for being a part of it. Thank you all for, I appreciate you guys, man. Mugetsu, Grid, all you guys. Just some guy. Shinigami, of course. Red hair, my guy. I appreciate all you guys, man. So yeah, this was a good stream though. Very successful. Shambles couldn't be here for this one. I think Lightspeed was here, but he was going pretty fast. But yeah, we out. Oh, yeah. Hey, Latte. Yeah, it's lagging behind, but I'm already off.
Oh shit, you're literally just talking about Haku and Zabuza.
I know, right?
That's why.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent lag time.
Yeah, that's all the shit actually.
Yeah, if you guys ever wonder why I'm like not like responding to something immediately, it's because like I don't see it until like it actually gets to me. So.
Yeah, it be blowing me because we'll be having conversations like it's funny how you notice like let me see what you guys do about the comments because I'm probably not to talk about what you guys are talking about. I was like, yeah, we talking about some whole other shit.
I'm here yapping away about like y'all on whole different things.
I was like, in the conversation you talking about those stuff. Yeah, Red was over there holding it down. I couldn't do too much typing, that's why I had to leave him hanging low key. But I was trying to pop in on that good.
Yo, you were funny as shit. You were killing me, yo. He said because they're lowly, dirty, filthy pirates. That shit killed me, bro. Boy, oh boy. But yeah. Thank you, Date. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I think I've been good so far.
That's what's up.
Don't forget to congratulate Dustin.
Yes, he proposed. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that. Yeah. Wait, you will not be able to connect. Your stream will stop. Wait, am I still streaming? Am I still live?
Yes.
I'm still live? Hey, I hate OBS.